Bert Badger, Bert Badger, Bert Badger, Bert Badger, Bert Badger. Nice to meet you.
Hey everybody, I'm Bert Badger, and welcome to Nice to Meet You. If it's your first time joining us, nice to meet you. Today, we're gonna go see the biggest, most gigantic trees in the world. That's right, we're gonna go to Santa Cruz, California and check out the Redwoods and Sequoias. I'm so excited. This is one of my most favorite adventures Bert Badger has ever been on, and I can't wait to share it with you. But don't forget to stick around to the end of the show when you get to see what's in my magic fanny pack. In my magic fanny pack. Whoop, 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 whoop. All right, let's go to Santa Cruz, California and check in with our correspondent, Mr. Bert Badger, and see what he's doing out in the Redwoods. Take it away, Bert Badger. Thanks, Bert Badger. Hi, I'm Bert Badger, and today we're in Santa Cruz, California, and we're gonna scope out some redwood trees. Do you know what a redwood tree is? It's one of the biggest trees in the known universe. Let's go check them out. Let's see what we can find. And always remember, be nice to nature, because nature is our friend. This is a cross-section of a redwood tree. This one fell a long time ago. This tree is 2,200 years old. And the reason they have it is because it fell down and then they cross-sectioned it. But if you get in really close, you can tell how old the tree is because each and every one of these lines is a year that that tree lived. And if you count all of them, it adds up to 2,200. Isn't that crazy? That's older than my dad's 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 dad's. Isn't that crazy? Another fun fact about the cross-section of the redwood tree is that scientists can examine these rings and determine if the tree had adequate water that year, or if there was a drought, or if there was enough sunlight, almost as if this was telling us about climate change, which is a big problem right now. These rings are actually telling the scientists a story about what has happened in nature over 2,200 years. Do you guys get a bedtime story? This would be like a bedtime story that is 2,200 years long. Oh my goodness, I couldn't sit through that. Give me some popcorn and oh my goodness. Look at this giant redwood tree. Did you know at the base of a redwood tree, the bark can be almost a foot thick? That's like this big. Wow. These trees are ginormous. They're so big. I didn't even know trees like this existed until today. Do you know why they're called redwoods? That's right, because they're red. If you said red, bonus point. Also, did you know at 200 years old, a redwood can get 350 feet tall? That's so big. I'm 35 and I'm only 6 feet 2 inches. I got some growing to do. Ooh. Look at all these people enjoying nature. They're all being kind and respectful to nature. No one's littering, everyone picks up after themselves. And that means the next person that comes by gets to enjoy the exact same experience that they did, because we don't like to litter. And another thing is, we don't pick up things in nature. We take pictures and we leave footprints, and that's it. This is a giant sequoia. It's also one of the biggest trees in the known universe. The park rangers planted this about 70 or 80 years ago, so it's not fully grown, but it's really big. Do you guys want to know the difference between redwoods and sequoias? Let's check it out. Hey little badgers, today we're going to talk about the difference between redwoods and sequoias. They're both the biggest trees in the world, but for different reasons. Let's go through the characteristics of a redwood and a sequoia, and today's learning is Redwoods versus Sequoias. Ding, ding, ding. To start off, redwoods are the tallest trees in the world. They keep growing and growing and growing up. But the sequoia is the biggest tree in the world, wide. It keeps getting wider and wider and wider and wider and taller, but not as tall as a redwood. So I guess you could say redwoods and sequoias are the biggest in the world. Redwoods are the tallest, and sequoias are the widest.
Hello, I'm a giant sequoia. I'm this big.
The giant sequoia grows in the Sierra Nevada in California, whereas the redwood likes to grow near the coast of California. So Californians are pretty lucky. We have the biggest trees in the world. How about that, Michigan? Where's your trees, Michigan? Michigan, do you have big trees? Michigan does have the biggest lakes in the world. There's the biggest bodies of water known to man. So I guess that's pretty cool as well. Good job, Michigan. You guys got awesome lakes. The foliage on a giant sequoia is scale-like. Look at this. Looks like the scales of a lizard.
Ah, we're a dragon.
Blowing fire. And the foliage on a redwood tree is needle-like. Kind of like when you look at a pine tree. They look like this. Beep. Ouch. It's sharp. Don't touch it. Just to recap, the giant sequoia, by volume, is the world's biggest tree. It's wide and it goes up. But redwoods are the tallest trees. They keep going and going and going, and they're very slender. Like my pinky. Look at my slender pinky. Did you know the cones and seeds of the giant sequoia are 3 times bigger than that of a redwood tree? Holy jeez, I wouldn't want to be underneath one of those cones as they fell. Get a pine cone in my mouth. Patooey! The wood of a giant sequoia is very coarse, and the wood in a redwood tree is very dense. And a lot of people made houses out of them when San Francisco had an earthquake in the early 1900s. And right now, we're replanting tons of redwood trees to make up for that. But the redwood trees are so sturdy, they can go up 350 feet tall, which means they're very, very strong, and that's a great material to have a house or an apartment built out of. Also, the wood in a giant sequoia and redwood are highly resistant to decay. They're not very flammable, and they're resistant to fungus and bugs. Can you believe that? Mother Nature has evolved these trees to withstand pretty much anything. Thank you guys so much for joining me on my learning today of redwoods versus sequoias. Ding, ding, ding. Back to you, Bert Badger. Look at this bark, you guys. It's so thick. This redwood tree can have up to 1 foot thick of bark. That's like this thick. That's so thick. I love it. But one thing that you have to remember is to never, ever pull bark off trees because it hurts them. Just like when someone pinches you, that's what it feels like for a tree. So don't do that. And another reason this bark is so thick is because it helps protect the tree, and it also helps keep it nice and strong, like Bert Badger. Mwah. Peekaboo! This camera cannot do justice to how gigantic and beautiful this is. If you ever get a chance to come see redwoods, get right in your car, buckle yourself up and say, on my way, redwoods, here we come. What's your favorite thing about redwoods?
They're big.
They are real big?
Yeah.
What's your other favorite thing about redwoods?
I don't know.
Do you like the color of them?
Yeah.
I do too. Red's one of my favorite colors. Well, it's nice to meet you.
Good to meet you.
Their size.
Really? That's a good one. What's yours?
Their color.
Yeah, they're red. That's awesome. Hey, you guys are pretty cool. It was nice to meet you. I'm Bert Badger. Look at all this foliage. It's so green and lush and nice. That's because this redwood provides nice shade and nice clean soil so that other plants and animals can live around it. It's a circle of life. And did you know, when you blow out, that's carbon dioxide. Well, the trees breathe that in and release oxygen that we breathe in. And the tree helps filter the air and takes the CO2 from dirty cars and other things out of the air and filters it and makes it nice and clean. Out here in this forest, this is the cleanest air I've probably breathed in months. It's so great. So this tree may have fallen because it rotted or the wind blew it down. But the cool thing about that is this tree will decompose, go back into the soil, and make it fertile for more trees to grow on. Isn't that great? Another cool circle of life fact from your buddy, Bert Badger. What letter does that root look like? That's right, a letter M. If you said M, bonus point. You guys know what roots do? Roots are very important for trees. They keep them stuck in the ground, and roots also help them pull up water and nutrients to keep the tree healthy and strong and growing. Look at these roots. Those popped right out of the ground when this tree fell over. See how they kind of look like claws digging into the ground? That helps keep the tree going nice and straight. So when this tree passed away and fell, other trees grew on top of it because the bark and the tree itself provides enough nutrients for other plants to grow on top of it, like this one, and this one, and that one. And there's probably some back there I can't even see. But that's pretty cool. One tree falls, 5 more grow on it. Okay, that's more air for me. Hello, duh. That might be the biggest tree Bert Badger has ever seen. It's so big. This camera can't even do justice to the sheer massive size of this thing. And remember, we only take pictures. We don't take anything else, all right? Orion, have you ever seen a tree this big? You have, Noel? Where?
At our house.
You have a tree bigger than this at your house? You really do?
Well, we live in this forest.
Oh, they live in this forest. I didn't know that. That's so cool.
This is here like every week. So.
Oh, that's great. This is the biggest tree I've ever seen in my whole life. I'm so happy right now. Hey, little badgers. This is my new friend, Deborah. Hi, Deborah. I'm Bert Badger.
Hi there.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
So could you give us some really cool information about this awesome redwood forest?
Yeah, this forest of redwoods is the first place that was ever saved by people so other people could come and enjoy it and see it.
That's awesome.
It used to be called Big Trees Grove because we have obviously big trees.
And they grow.
Yeah, and they're the tallest trees in the world. These are the coastal redwoods. And this tree right over here is our really famous tree. It's called the Fremont tree, and it's the one you can go inside.
Oh, I'm gonna definitely badger into that hole.
Yeah, yeah, it's a very special place. And when this was a resort that people came to visit, that tree was turned into a hotel room. It had a bed and it had a stove, so you could actually come and spend the night back then in this tree.
Whoa, that must have been so much fun.
Yeah.
All right, little badgers, we're inside the Fremont tree. Let's see how big it is. I'm gonna stand up inside a redwood tree right now. Whoa! You can come in here too. You guys, we're inside a redwood tree together. This is so neat. So apparently, they cut a hole in here and it was a window. And they put beds and a wood stove, and they fit 86 people in this area. Because it keeps going deeper and deeper in there. This is so cool. This is such a wonder of nature, isn't it, you guys? This is so beautiful. I want to not hit my head on that. I'm such a goose. Whoa, this is so cool. This is probably my favorite thing that we've done all day. Well, I'm Bert Badger, and what was your favorite part of seeing the redwoods today?
Seeing the hole.
Oh, the hole in the tree? Did you go in it? It's so dark in there, isn't it? Liam, did you like going in the hole? You didn't? Oh, you did? Yeah, I know you did. You went in there so many times. I saw you.
2 times.
Yeah, I went in there twice. And how many times did you go?
1.
1, 2. Cool. People enjoying nature. People enjoying nature. It's so beautiful when I'm out in nature. Out in nature. Out in nature. It smells so good. Well, I had such a fun time with you guys today here in Santa Cruz, California at these beautiful redwood forests. And I want to say thank you so much for watching. I'm going to send it back to the studio with the one, Mr. Bert Badger. Take it away, Bert. The Redwoods are the best! That was so much fun, wasn't it? Oh my gosh, I'm so glad we got to go on that adventure together because redwoods are seriously one of my favorite things in the whole wide world. Now we get to do my favorite segment. No, you silly goose.
No, you silly goose!
All right, okay, all right. Oh, I got it. Do you put bark on your salad and eat it? No, you silly goose. That would hurt your teeth. Now, we get to do a dance along video to my new favorite song, I'm a Waffle. Take it away, Bert Badger. I'm a Waffle.
I'm a waffle, 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 waffle. I'm a waffle, 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 waffle. Yeah! I'm a waffle, put me in the toaster. Bake me up like some Kenny Rogers Roasters. Pour the butter and syrup on top. Slather it on and eat me up. Waffle, waffle, hot or cold. Waffle, waffle, please no mold. Sometimes I eat waffles while I wear a blindfold. Don't forget the toppings, blueberries and strawberries, bananas with some ripe black cherries. This waffle is my dream, and don't forget to put on all the whipped cream. Blueberries and strawberries, bananas with some ripe black cherries. This waffle is my dream, and don't forget to put on all the whipped cream. I'm a waffle, 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 waffle. I'm a waffle, 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 yeah. Fluffy delight day or night. Can't have one, so I take 10 bites. Lego, my ego, a cat Roman Greco. It's an easy sell, like my name was Gecko Gecko. Waffle bites, whoa, syrup, let's go. Eat 'em up, yo, please don't say no. I'm a waffle, 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 waffle. I'm a waffle, 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 yeah. Waffle dance now, shake your pants. Waffle dance now, shake your pants. Get down and get gooey. Get down and get gooey. Get down and get gooey. Waffles on my mind and waffles all the time. Waffles on my mind and waffles all the time. Waffles on my mind and waffles all the time. Waffles on my mind, 'cause they're always on my mind. Waffles on my mind.
Waffles are always on my mind.
Waffles all the time. Waffles on my mind.
I'm a waffle, 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 yeah. That is my favorite video we've ever made because I get to surf on a waffle on it, and that is the coolest imagery ever. Now it's time to see what's inside my magic, magic, fanny pack, magic, fanny pack, fanny, 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 fanny. Zzz. Of course, it's a waffle. Looks like a chocolate waffle. Ooh, it is. And it's frozen. Have you ever had a frozen waffle? I'll give it a whirl. Wow, real good. You don't even have to heat up your waffles anymore. Thanks for visiting us, Mr. Waffles. It was a great time with you. All right, I'll save it for later. It's the end of the show. Unfortunately, it's time to say goodbye. But we get to hang out again real soon. I've been Bert Badger, and it was nice to meet you. Thank you guys so much for stopping by. And don't forget, the Waffle song is a single, and you can just listen to it anytime you want down here in the channel. Bye-bye. I'm gonna have more waffles. Frozen waffles. Thank you guys so much for watching the show today. It means so much to us. If you liked it, give us a big thumbs up. If you want to subscribe and hang out even more, hit the subscribe button. And if you want to be up to date on the latest and greatest, Bert Badger, nice to meet you. Hit that notification bell. And don't forget to tell all your buddies about how much fun you had today with the one, Mr. Bert Badger. Nice to meet you. Bye-bye. Bye, guys. Okay, go outside and play, do something productive.
I'm a robot. I'm a robot. I'm a robot. I'm a robot. I'm a robot.